Hi guys, John here. So, checking out my YouTube channel account, and I just got my 602nd subscriber and just over 72,700 channel views. Thanks guys, and I really appreciate you guys enjoying my videos. So, today we're going to do a Caresheet video on the Hysterocrates Gigas, which is the Cameroon red baboon. It's pretty warm today. It's at least 25 degrees centigrade. Second warmest day in April, which is very unusual. So before I do that, I got a request from Tickerman73. Asked me how do I keep my tarantulas very warm and humid throughout the year. Well, for heat sources I use a heater, space heater that I got from Home Depot for about 30 bucks. It's a twin ceramic home heater and has about 1500 watt power, so it takes about 15 minutes to heat the whole room up, so I only keep it around 3 or 4 hours a day or whenever I'm in the room. And for humidity, even though I mist, I use this humidifier, this Bionaire, and it keeps it pretty cool. Yeah, I had to put some water in here. Okay, so now, with that said, let's do an overview of my new tarantula that I got on Friday. Sweet. Alrighty. So here is Hysterocrates gigas, commonly known as the red baboon tarantula. So these come from Cameroon, which is a country in Africa. So being that these are African tarantulas, they are unfortunately a victim of African delicacy where people tend to eat them and fry them. That's why if you ever saw documentaries on Natural Geographic and the Discovery Channel where they're eating and they're burning them alive, and that's sad really. But, you know, people gotta eat, you know. That's part of the food chain. Okay, so let's give an overview of this tarantula. Okay, because these are baboons, these make them old world terrestrial species. So, being an old world terrestrial, you can expect them to have a pretty nasty temper, very defensive, and quite bitey, and have potent venom. So that's why, for this reason, you shouldn't handle them, and which makes them very suitable for the experienced keepers only. So you can tell here's Hysterocrates genus. You can see that the hind leg is kind of thickish compared to the other legs. So this is pretty much typical of your baboons and your Hysterocrates caresheet, which I'm assuming this is a close relative of this species. These tarantulas get up to having a 6-inch leg span, so what you're looking at is a 4-inch sub-adult female. They come in two different colors. The red color form, which you see in this video, and the blackish color form, which is actually pretty cool to look at. Okay, so temperatures for these guys, you have to keep them really warm, since in Cameroon temperatures are really between 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's pretty accurate for keeping an H. gigas. Humidity, they need a lot of humidity. Physically, they require about the same as a T. blondie, so that's between 80 to 85% humidity. So if you can attain that and keep it very warm, you should have no trouble keeping them. So what I use is that sphagnum moss, as I said in many of my videos. That sphagnum moss is really good in keeping the humidity up. So I load it just back at the cave. I mist about once or twice a week. Just actually misted this morning, so you can actually see the substrate is pretty moist in there. What's really unique about these species is that they have this excellent swimming capability, and they're very good swimmers. If you've probably seen Tarantula Guy 1976's video of his H. gigas swimming. So what you can do is that you can put a little bowl of water a deep bowl, and you can see whether or not it swims or not. And I'm going to try that in next week and see if she actually swims or not. We'll make a good video of it. I'm just letting her get accustomed to her surroundings before I actually give her a pool. So you have a little small water dish. It's always necessary. You gotta load it up with substrate in here. I have about 4 inches of African potting soil, which is substrate that I showed you in my transfer in the Gigas video. So I have about half the critter keeper covered because I really don't want the tarantula escaping while I do cage maintenance, you know, like misting the cage or feeding it or taking all the dead crickets out. So I really want to prevent any escapes from happening. Okay, so a little recap on them. So these are for the experts only. They get up to about having a 6-inch leg span. Humidity, keep them around 80 to 85%, and temperatures between 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And pretty much you should do fine. So once again, Hysterocrates Gigas, my newest edition. Cameroon Red Baboon. Sweet. So, hope you enjoyed it. Peace, guys.